Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. In a unanimous 14-0 vote, the Los Angeles City Council made the celebration of Juneteenth official in the city. The effort was led by Councilmember Curran Price, who described the action as marking a new page for Black history in our city.
Open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
I think this holiday is a great marker for what we can accomplish. We can do big things. We can overcome our biggest challenges when we focus on them. So I'm happy to support this and the mayor and the city of Los Angeles celebrating Juneteenth in an official way.
In January 1863, President Lincoln had implemented the Emancipation Proclamation. We knew that it was 2 years before the notice got to Texas. And so symbolically, it is critically important to celebrate that time, because that is the time when all of the African Americans who were formerly enslaved got notice and began to practice freedom.
Black America's been celebrating this holiday for years. But to make it now an official celebration, first at the national level and now at the city level, is significant, and it demonstrates that we are serious about moving forward.
My father was from Mississippi. We're recognizing a very difficult thing that happened in this country. It's not just a celebration, it is a recognition that something bad happened, and if you don't look at it, if you don't see it, if you don't learn about it, then you're liable to make the mistakes again.
I think that it's important that we celebrate the African history. We need to look at all of our inequities today, and we need to self-commit to do everything that we can to change things so that individuals can be whatever it is they want to be as long as they put in the effort.
Happy Juneteenth, City of Los Angeles.
How did you commemorate Juneteenth this year? Stick around, we'll see how the community of Watts came together to celebrate the holiday. Council President Nury Martinez and Rec and Park staff cut the ribbon on the newly reopened Branford Child Care Center. Parents who want to get back to work will now have a place where their kids can play and learn thanks to the resources available at this center. Check it out.
1, 2, 3, Branford Park! This is a reopening of the Branford Child Care Center. During the summer, this Child Care Center will be able to provide day camp for a lot of our young kids in the area, but in the fall, we'll be able to provide full-time child care to at least 50 kids in the area. But now as we're trying to get families back to work, particularly moms who want to get back to work, they need childcare. Childcare continues to be the issue for so many of our families and why they're not able to go back to work in person, because they simply don't have anywhere to send their kids to.
I love working with the kids. I love bringing education to the young ones. They are so amazing and so intelligent, and they need quality childcare. I mean, you'll be surprised at how much they can learn just if they're taught at such an early age.
The reason that I became successful in my career is because I had access to reliable childcare when my little girl was growing up. Every single parent should have access to high quality childcare for their kids.
This program is going to be amazing. Very educated, well-trained people working with the children, and we're going to have the best program in the Valley.
The homelessness crisis calls on everyone to step up and offer what they can to help those in need. The privately owned St. Vincent Hospital near Skid Row has nearly 400 available beds and has been closed for over 2 years. Council District 13 and local organizations are calling for the owner to reopen this facility to help improve the lives of those who are currently unhoused.
We're here today, Council District 13 and a group of community partners, civic and health leaders, to call on Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, who is the wealthiest man in Los Angeles and the owner of the vacant St. Vincent Hospital facility. We're calling on him to work with the city, work with government partners any partners really, in reopening the hospital as an acute care facility or some other kind of facility to help people experiencing homelessness. It's been closed for about 2.5 years.
People living on the street, wandering the streets with untreated mental illness, substance use, addiction, general health problems, and not enough beds or facilities for people to go either for short-term or longer-term stays. What is possible to take this incredible asset that could just be a place of haven and compassion and care and activate it?
People experiencing homelessness have so much more that's needed, in terms of resources. And that's one of the things that we're starting to see on the front line.
There's been some recent reporting from the county that shows that a homeless person in Los Angeles County is 36 times more likely to die of a drug overdose than a housed Los Angeles County resident. And so we really need more resources. The fact that we have a hospital facility that has nearly 400 beds just a couple miles from Skid Row, the fact that that's been sitting empty for 2 or so years is really sticking out like a sore thumb as we grapple with this crisis.
We are all challenged, no matter who we are, to do something different. This is a crisis, and everyone is called to do what they can. If you have an asset, if you have a resource, and we have a crying need that we see evident on the streets, it behooves all of us to step up and offer what we can as a solution. And the owner of this property should at least have a conversation about what's possible.
This would be fabulous to the community. I think it'll be added so much more. And I think my team here is in agreement that we stand in agreement with this. There's so much more you can do for the people experiencing homelessness at this current time. We're in a crisis.
Are you ready to celebrate the 4th of July? We invited Captain Eric Scott from the Los Angeles Fire Department to discuss the dangers of illegal fireworks and how you and your family can enjoy the festivities safely this year. Check it out.
Well, the Los Angeles City Fire Department stays very busy. We have about 1,400 emergency incidents every single day, and we transport about 600 people to the hospital. But around the 4th of July, it spikes drastically. What we do see is the injuries and the fires that are started. So we see children with significant permanent injuries to hands, eyes, ears. And that's why we want people just to be aware. We do have a lot of people that served their country, that were in combat and went into war zones. They hear the loud concussion, they jump. But in addition to the combat veterans, of course, you have the children. They get scared, they can't sleep. But there's also those with special needs who auditorily, they have more sensitivity to those noises and they get more scared. So again, just trying to be good human beings and keep that in mind. Sometimes people are still surprised to learn that all fireworks are illegal in Los Angeles, even the so-called safe and sane. And it's not the fire department that makes that rule, it's the city. However, we agree with it. The current drought that we have that is so severe has only exacerbated our wildfire concerns this year. And we saw some significant fires just 2 years ago where fireworks caught a hillside on fire in Sun Valley. And while that was happening and we were responding to that fire to try to mitigate it, other people nearby were blowing off fireworks in their backyard. They caught their backyard and trees on fire. So we're seeing it continually happening. That's why we have such an incredible spike in our 911 calls. The significant injuries that we see, what happens to the kids, the pets, the combat veterans, and the wildfires. We'd rather people stay away from blowing up the fireworks in your neighborhoods and your cul-de-sacs. Go see that public professional show and not have them take place in your backyard.
The city controller releases an interactive LGBTQ+ map. The recently retired Rec and Parks general manager is celebrated, and city attorney Mike Feuer targets illegal fireworks. These stories up next on City Beat. Controller Ron Galperin released LGBTQ+ Pride, Progress, and Perseverance, an interactive digital story map exploring LA's LGBTQ+ history.
The site highlights overlooked landmarks such as the Las Memorias AIDS Monument in Lincoln Heights and the Black Cat in Silver Lake. It also features information on current issues facing the community, including anti-LGBTQ+ legislation and attacks on LGBTQ+ students. To view the interactive map, visit lacontroller.org. The Los Angeles City Council celebrated the retirement of Michael Shull, the Department of Recreation and Parks General Manager.
It is a big loss for us as a city, but you've taken what was a department with a lot of turmoil and given it not only stability, but vision.
Shull served the city for 32 years, starting in 1990 in the Bureau of Engineering and then moving to Recreation and Parks in 2005. In his position, Shull worked to increase park access, advance gender equity, decrease water usage, and grow recreational programs. To find out more about all of the services and offerings available from Recreation and Parks, visit laparks.org. City Attorney Mike Feuer warned LA residents of the dangers of illegal fireworks as the city approaches July 4th.
We need to adhere to the rules that no one use fireworks on the 4th of July. All fireworks in the city are illegal for personal use.
Citing the current unprecedented drought, the potential for starting fires is a key reason to deter the use of fireworks within the city. The use of fireworks can also negatively impact children with autism, people who suffer from PTSD, and pets. For info on permitted public fireworks displays or to report illegal fireworks, visit lacityattorney.org/fireworks.
Earlier in the show, we showed you how City Council celebrated their vote to make Juneteenth an official city holiday. Now let's take a look at how Angelenos reflected on the day. We head to South LA for the CD15 sponsored What's Juneteenth Street Fair.
Today is our second annual Juneteenth Street Fair here in Watts. Last year was our first year, and we were able to have that street event on the day that it was marked as a national holiday. So we are having a lot of free resources, free food, entertainment, a kid zone. We have great vendors and a lot of our community partners.
This is amazing. I grew up in this community, and to be able to open up the street for the community to come and walk back and forth and enjoy themselves is awesome. When I was a kid, I don't remember having this when I was a kid. So, you know, Watts is doing a great job and exposing the holiday to the community and making the community a better place.
Juneteenth means a lot because as African Americans in America, we are always trying to look for a way to let people know how important and how we are in America. And so them recognizing us being freed, this is what it means to be free. Free to be able to have access to all the things that we're supposed to have access to.
It's important to celebrate Juneteenth because for African Americans, this is our 4th of July. Because realistically and technically, July 4th, you know, slavery was still in effect. So Juneteenth represents, you know, the time when the slaves were free. So it represents our independence and our freedom in America.
We need everybody to come out and support not only the community, but support each other, support each other as a people. This is a celebration of freedom, not only physically, but mentally. So when we all come together, we can embody that energy to free ourselves of the shackles of slavery, not only from what took place for over 400 years, but slavery of the system that we suffer from today.
It's important for the community to have a day like this to celebrate because this brings about bringing all races together, to be educated on another race. They're saying that, okay, the narrative is that we can't get along, we can't learn from each other, but that's not true. And this is what we're doing today. And today we will have the whole community of Watts that is coming together to make this day a special event.
Did you know Los Angeles is the city with the largest Thai community in the world after Bangkok? 300 Thai missionary monks and city officials came together to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Wat Thai in North Hollywood, which is the first Thai Buddhist temple in the U.S. Check it out.
We're here at the Wat Thai in North Hollywood, a center of religious and cultural life for the Thai community. And it's so significant to be here because Los Angeles has the largest community of Thai of any city in the world outside of Bangkok. So the Thai community in Los Angeles is fundamental to who we are as a city.
It's a big event because it's like the assembly of all the Thai monks that represent the Thai Buddhists in United States.
We have more than 300 monks come from all over the world, come to participate here. From Europe, from Asia, from Oceania, come to participate in this meeting.
This is a rich and vibrant and ancient culture, and the Wat Thai here in my district for 50 years has been the place that has preserved and promoted that culture. It's also been a place of harmony and peace, not just for the Thai community, but for many others from South Asia, and in fact for all of us in the surrounding community.
So their mission is that they will teach Buddhism to the people who is interested to learn. And we have seen lately that there's increasingly a number of people who is interested to learn the principle of Buddhism.
This is the first Thai Buddhist temple anywhere in the United States. And it was constructed here 50 years ago this year in North Hollywood. So we're celebrating the creation of this marvelous institution, and we're also here to celebrate the 90th birthday of the abbot of this Thai temple.
It's just an honor to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Wat Thai here with Thai Buddhist monks from around the world who are visiting with us.
LA is for everyone, and with June being Pride Month, different events have been taking place around the city to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community. Venice held a colorful Pride festival with live music, face painting, hula hooping, and local vendors making Venice louder and prouder than it's ever been. Let's take a look.
Venice Pride is a celebration of the community. We're all about diversity, acceptance, and inclusion. Venice always has been historically a place for everyone, and we're really encouraging everyone to be who you are, be your true, authentic selves.
My first Pride event, and I was really excited because I've never been around this many gay people in my life. It's not really accepted where we're from, so I'm really happy to be here where it is accepted, and it's a first for me.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration of life. It's a celebration of community and people coming together. You can see we have our flag flying high, and it's just important to celebrate life and our families and who we are and our chosen families, and that's what this is.
Visibility as a queer person isn't just about, look at me, I'm fabulous, it's safety. We come from a time in which if you did not have numbers, you would be ostracized, you would be fired, you would be harmed, you would be kicked out of communities and society. So to come together and have this visual representation to say, look, community, we are here together, we love you already.
It's one of the most important things because we have the right and the ability to acknowledge what we fought so hard for, what everybody through the years have fought so hard for. It's just love and community that brings us all together.
Venice has always had a very loud, proud queer community on the boardwalk, prides, marches, parades, and everything, but this kind of festival is the first one of its kind. And out of the pandemic, this is a very exciting time. I think everywhere is kind of realizing how important and special it is to congregate and be together coming out of the pandemic. So louder and prouder than it's ever been is what it feels like now.
Our City of Angels is better because of the women and men who help keep our water and power systems running safely and smoothly. The LADWP held a solemn event to honor the workers who perished in the line of duty, adding their names to the memorial monument as a sign of gratitude for their service to our city.
Today we're here to update the LADWP Fallen Employee Memorial, adding 3 new names to the memorial.
Vincent Martinez, Don DeYoung, and Michael Lemester.
This is a monument that commemorates the 221 members of this employee upon whose names we have records of having perished in the line of duty.
These are the names of missed fathers and husbands, sons and daughters, cherished friends, colleagues, city workers.
We do not want these names to be buried in the background because this is part of who we are, it's part of our history, and it's important that we remember this and always keep it in the forefront of our minds.
The city wouldn't have been built, would not have grown, and could not sustain itself without the workers of DWP.
When there's storms or heat waves, when you wouldn't want to be outside, or you shouldn't be outside, that's when our people respond.
For 24 hours a day, whether it's 30 degrees or 105 degrees, they're in the field, climbing poles, fixing generators, maintaining our facilities, going down into holes on the hottest of days when literally we had the lines melting. They've missed meals with their families, dance recitals and Little League games. Our City of Angels is better because of these men and women, and we owe them everything for the sacrifices they made to this city.
There is no better feeling than having your voice heard and solutions delivered. Our own Maria Hall-Brown sat down with LA Civil Rights Executive Director Capri Maddox to discuss the city's first participatory budget program, LA Repair. LA Repair will dedicate $8.5 million to help 9 underserved areas in Los Angeles, with community members making decisions on how to spend the money. Here's that story.
I think we can all agree that there is something so empowering and uplifting when your voice is heard and people truly listen, which is why I'm delighted to be joined today by Capri Maddox, here to talk about an incredible program, LA Repair. So nice to have you here, Capri.
Thank you for having me, Maria.
LA Repair is pretty much the umbrella title to a bucket of money that is going to be distributed amongst certain areas of Los Angeles.
Yes.
So how does it work exactly?
These repair funds, through the participatory budgeting process, will provide an opportunity for $8.5 million to be shared for over 9 repair zones in the city of Los Angeles. And these are areas that are underserved, that have suffered a number of wrongs in the past. So we want to be intentional with the support of the mayor and city council to make sure that we lift those communities and create a level playing field for all Angelenos.
What have you seen so far? And if you could imagine a perfect outcome for this LA Repair project, what would you hope to see within these regions that have been, these areas that have been designated?
Maria, what we want to do is to be present and intentional with communities in need. And we want to show them that we see you, we hear you, and we're ready to make a difference. And we're going to do it with you and your input to make your community better, because who knows their communities better than the people that live there?
So what's the time frame of this whole thing?
We actually are going to start this work in the Mission Hills, Panorama City, North Hills area, that's one area, and then we'll have Boyle Heights as the second area, and our third area is Southeast Los Angeles, and that is South LA, just east of the 110 freeway. We will actually have the advisory committees submit all of their applications by July 1st. So if you want to participate and to be an advisory committee member, you need to submit your application to repair.lacity.org by July 1st.
Well, I can't wait to hear how all this plays out. It's very exciting. So congratulations on all of
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maria. Keep the faith, keep the fight.
I will, absolutely. Thank you.
Attend the free Shakespeare Festival in Griffith Park. Admire classic vehicles at the Port of LA or celebrate the 4th of July with a drone light show. All this up next on Things to Do.
Griffith Park welcomes theater lovers to enjoy free Shakespeare theater performances during the summer. The Shakespeare Festival 2022 will kick off the season with The Night of the Burning Pestle, a play by Francis Beaumont, a friend of Shakespeare. Family audiences will have a chance to enjoy this unique outdoor comedy produced by the Independent Shakespeare Company at the Old Zoo on Crystal Springs Drive. The Night of the Burning Pestle will be performed from July the 2nd until July the 31st from Wednesday to Sunday at 7 p.m. To attend, you can register online by visiting iscla.org. The Port of Los Angeles, after a 2-year hiatus, is bringing back the popular patriotic event Cars and Stripes Forever. If you are a classic vehicle lover, be sure to attend this free, fun, and family-friendly event where you can admire more than 100 pre-1975 classic cars and motorcycles. There will also be live musical performances as well as food trucks and a beer garden. The event will finish with a dazzling fireworks presentation. Cars and Stripes Forever is a free event open to families and people of all ages, taking place on Friday, July the 1st from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the LA waterfront. To make getting there easier, there will be low-cost parking at Harbor Boulevard and 1st Street and a free shuttle to and from downtown San Pedro. For more details, check out the community tab at portoflosangeles.org. The Hansen Dam will have the city's first ever sponsored drone light show to celebrate the 4th of July. Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez is inviting Angelinos to attend this free light show, which will also feature live music, local food, and resource booths. Everyone is welcome to attend. The Hansen Dam 4th of July drone light show will take place on Monday, July the 4th, from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Hansen Dam Soccer Fields located at 11658 Foothill Boulevard in Lakeview Terrace. For more information, check out the Events tab at Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez's website at cd7.lacity.org. And that's a look at some things to do. And that's it for this edition. I am Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org, and we're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.